In the 6th minute of LAFC's season opener against Inter Miami, it already became clear that Miami could be in for a long night. But how did Inter Miami end up losing a match 3-0 that they seemed to dominate statistically? And why did they not turn their 68% possession of the ball into more chances and goals? In this video, I will look at why Inter Miami struggled to move the ball upfield all game, how LAFC defended Messi as a collective, what changes Inter Miami made to their match plan in the second half, and why LAFC found a big vulnerability in Inter Miami's defense for the rest of the season. Miami struggled to move the ball up the pitch throughout the entire match because of LAFC's defensive approach. Miami plays with 4 at the back, and when they have the ball, they build up in a U shape where the 2 center backs bring up the ball and the 2 wing backs move further up the pitch to progress the ball on the wings. The double pivots drop deep to receive the ball in the center alternatively. LAFC waited for Inter Miami to make their move in the mid-block, and when they moved towards one wing, LA quickly shut down all close passing options. With nowhere to go, Inter Miami then often played backwards and had a lot of empty possession, circulating the ball in their own half without progressing the ball. In order to defend Messi's threat, LAFC did not man-mark him with one player, but always had a box of 3 to 4 players around him. Once Messi was targeted for a pass, those players quickly converged on Messi to try and force him off the ball. At times, LAFC would even keep quite some distance from Messi to bait Inter Miami to pass to him and then quickly converge on him for a turnover. Generally, LAFC defended in a very effective, tightly spaced 4-2-3-1 with the double pivots screening attacks in front of the last line. Miami really struggled to play through that extremely tightly spaced defense and could never really get their trademark short passing game going. There were only a couple of situations where Miami was able to play direct and through the center, and when it happened, it was usually in a transition moment where LA's defense wasn't set yet. But for the most part of the game, Miami could not penetrate LAFC's setup through the center. Starting around the 50th minute, Miami then did what most teams do that struggle to play through the middle. They turned to crosses from the wings and half spaces into the box. But that's not Miami's usual match plan, and in 2025 Miami ranked near the bottom of the league in crosses, with only 9 crosses per match attempted. But in this match, they had no other choice and kept spraying crosses into the box and tried a total of 17 crosses, but only 2 of them were successful. Miami's biggest vulnerability by far, though, was their lack of rest defense in transition situations. This already became clear in the 6th minute, where they lost the ball high up the pitch, and LAFC could easily exploit the space between Miami's high line that could not track back quickly enough. Miami's style of playing out the back in the U-shape we looked at earlier also contributed to their defensive issues. When Miami lost the ball in the build-up here, the 2 wingbacks were pushed so high up the pitch that they could not track back in time, and Martinez was able to score a wide-open goal to take the lead. Inter Miami was caught out in an almost identical situation at the end of the first half and was lucky to go into halftime only down 1 goal. LAFC's second goal again followed a very similar pattern. This time the turnover happened higher up the pitch, but that also means that the wingbacks now even have more distance to cover to track back. Again, there was a lot of open space for LAFC's players to run into, and one simple long ball took out the entire Miami backline to decide this match.